Hey everyone, today we're going to do a little bit of a power flow yoga. So you already know the routine. Go and grab your favorite music, put that on, and we'll get started. It's a little chilly, so I have my Christmas socks on, and we're going to start our flow today seated, whether you're sitting down on your pelvis or maybe your feet. You can sit on the feet if it's more comfortable. But find a comfortable position so we can warm up the body. We're going to do a couple of arm balances today, optional. I'll call you through these poses, but really keep in mind that we're engaging all of the body locks as we move in transition, and we're trying to maintain the ease of the breath, even though we're starting to move more and pick up our rhythm and pace. So without any further notes, let's see. If you need any props, block, at some point if you feel like your arms might be too short or to use for measuring proportions and distance, you can grab a block or a book. And exercises for strengthening the wrist, because we're going to be doing so many vinyasa style movements, you want to be sure that if you have any kind of history, past injuries or anything with the wrist, that you are preparing and warming up properly. So an exercise that you can do is to place the fingers like you're holding a beach ball, or even work toward that. Sometimes that positioning is a challenge enough in the beginning. So really strong, use your opposing grip. And then you're going to kind of place those hands either against a wall, depending on the amount of pressure that you're ready to work with, or you can alternate the hands, flat and rounded, but you just want to keep those fingers engaged. So pressing down while you're engaging all of the three body locks: pelvic floor, belly button, throat engagement. This movement with the wrist. I do have a wrist injury, so I modify, and this tends to help me strengthen. Now, when you're moving and the breath becomes strained or hard to maintain, place one wrist down, breathe in and go into the other wrist. And that in any time when you're doing these exercises, until you build up that place where you want to be, you can drop to the forearms. Okay, so any poses, come down, back injuries, or any other little things your body is talking to you about, move around and we'll get going. All right, take a deep breath in and out, allowing yourself to be present fully. Really start to find that balance, that rhythm of the breath. Maybe it goes along with whatever music you're playing. 80s music can be fun sometimes with this. All right. And with that balance of breath, go ahead and bring your hands in front of your heart and interlace the fingers. With the breath, start to find rolls and circles through the wrist. Excuse me. All the way around. One direction, the other direction. Again, staying with that smooth breath. If we're going to hold the breath, it'll make it a little more difficult to find a continuous movement. We'll get into breathing techniques in another video. Exhale, press the right palm in front of you. Try to get these straight fingers and pull back evenly. Relax the shoulder, breathe. 4, 3, 2, tall spine. Exhale, put the fingertips down, stretch the wrist. Gently, 3, 2, 1, other side. Maybe open and close that hand. Inhale, gently pull. 4, relax the face. 3, 2, fingertips down. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open and close both hands. A little bit more rolling through the wrist. Exhale, hands near the hips. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Exhale, back down. A couple more movements. And then start to allow the neck to come in to the movement. Maybe inhaling to the right, the left. Maybe you're practicing in the morning. Notice where you might be tight. Pause for a moment. Give a little extra attention there. And keep the movement in the shoulder and the neck going. 3, 2, 1. You can sit with that a few more moments if you need it. If it feels nice, or maybe warm the hands up a little bit more. And then we'll make our way to standing. 5 sun salutation A's. So start at the top of your mat, mountain pose, feet spread wide, heels down, legs engaged, fingertips pulling downward and head upward. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe practice that fingertip. Plant the hands, walk back, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. If the fingertips is too much, go flat-handed. Exhale, either down dog, pulling the pelvis up and finding stretch in the hamstrings, or drop into child's pose based on the energy you're working with. Breathe. 3. I'm staying with down dog, pedal the legs. You can try alternating one wrist and the other. Even breath. 2, 1. Exhale, walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Oh yeah, going to be taking this off soon. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Again, practice the hands. Exhale, maybe hop back. Lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. 5 counts. Engage the body locks, belly button, pelvic floor, throat. All these intercostal muscles when you're moving forward and back on the rib cage. 2, 1. If you're hopping, you can hop or step the feet. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. Notice the breath might be starting to quicken. Take a moment and rebalance. Slowing the inhale. Slowing the exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arms overhead. 3rd time, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Plank, lower down. If you want more, you can leave that leg lifted, as always. Exhale, inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Option with the hands to play around with strengthening the wrist. Breathe. 3. Pedal the legs. 2, 1. Exhale, look forward, step or hop, feet together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up all the way. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Plank, lower down. Exhale, inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. 5 counts. 4, 3, 2. Check your engagements. Ready to prepare to move. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Exhale, mountain pose. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step, walk, or hop. Lower down, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down, front facing dog. 5. Steady breath. Maybe practice the wrist strengthening. 4. 3. 2. Engage. 1. Exhale, step, walk, or hop, feet, 2 hands. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Arms overhead, stretch tall. Maybe find a stretch in the feet and lower down. Mountain pose. Sun salutation B. I think we'll do 2 or 3. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Arms can come over the head or at the heart. Wiggle the toes. Exhale, fold, straight legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, right foot toward right hand. Plant that left heel. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands back down. Step back. Lower down. You can lift that back leg up. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. Exhale, left foot toward left hand. Plant the right heel. Inhale, up. Exhale, float the hands back down. Step back, lower down. Exhale, leave that leg lifted if you did on one side. Cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5. Practice the wrist strength here if you like. 3. 2. Steady breath. 1. Exhale, feet toward hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Chair pose. Exhale, stand tall, mountain pose. Breathe 5. 1 more, we'll flow through. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, straight legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Plank position, lower down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, right foot toward right hand. Plant the left heel. Inhale, rise up. You can take an extra breath here if you like, or release the hands right back down. Exhale, stepping back. Back leg lifted, exhale. Chaturanga, inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg forward. Plant the right heel. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, release the hands back down. Stepping back. Shifting forward, plank. Chaturanga, inhale. And exhale, down dog or child's pose. Or maybe thunderbolt pose. Checking in with the breath. It's like having a full conversation while you're practicing yoga is challenging, new challenge. So sing if you have music on. Breathe for 2. 1. Inhale, back to down dog if you weren't holding it and you were catching your breath. Exhale, step, walk, or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Maybe sink it down a little bit or a lot of it. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Step or hop the feet, hips distance apart, hands to hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. You can grab big toes, straighten the hamstrings, elbows to the side, or practice sliding the hands underneath. This can be a little uncomfortable, but it's a good massage for the hands, especially if you have any challenges. But listen, if your body doesn't like the way the pressure feels on the hands or wrist. Breathe for 2. Release the hands. Inhale, extend the spine. Hands to hips. Inhale, rise up. Okay, if you have a block, you might want it placed on the inside of the right foot and step the left foot back 1 to 2 feet. Inhale, straighten the front leg, all toes forward, arms overhead. And exhale, release that left hand onto the left block. Inhale, lengthen the spine, block underneath that shoulder on the left. Exhale, maybe twist to the right. Breathe 3, 2, 1. Look down and take that other foot back a little bit further. Left foot back, a low lunge. You can let go of your block and maybe start to release that back leg down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, maybe a little half lift, back bend here. If you have any tightness in the knee, blanket, or just place the hand back down to support and practice that wrist work. You can bring both hands on the inside of the right leg, come down a little further maybe. Breathe 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. Curl left toes under if you drop down. Exhale, step that left foot a little closer. Hand to block, or you can just rise all the way up on your inhale. Step the feet together for the other side. Right foot back, all toes forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right hand to the block. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe twist to the left. If you don't have a block, you can just connect the right hand to the left shin, or maybe keep the hands on the hips. Breathe. 3. If you have awesome shoulder rotation, practice maybe lifting the arms in the air or binding behind the back. 2, 1. Exhale, look down. Right foot a little further back or a lot of further back. Move the block to the side. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, right hand down. Maybe you release that right knee. Uncurl the toes. Find your option that works. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Breathe 4. And this is another place you can practice the wrist. You have less weight on the wrist here, but you can still practice. Breathe 2. 1. Inhale, rise up. Curl the back toes under. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. All right. Place your blocks to the side if they are in the way, and step about 1.5 feet away from the top of your mat. Option for arm balances are coming. If you're on a hard floor, maybe have a blanket or a pillow in front of your mat, just in case. But look forward and Don't look down. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. First option for arm balance, engage the abdomen, engage those body locks. Hands to heart. Maybe you're working on child's pose and dropping to the side. For if you feel you're engaged in the ribs and the core, you can drop the hands to the side for side chair pose, placing the hands about a foot apart when they arrive on the ground, and take your arm balance there. So first option, hands under the shoulders. Boop. Gotta move my props. Engage the elbows toward each other. Start to connect the right knee outside of left elbow. Look forward and balance in the legs. Release down when you're ready. Wrist challenges come out sooner. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Other side. I'm going to not go as long because of my challenge today. Lengthen. Exhale, right elbow outside of the left knee. Find your engagement here. And if you're ready, start to drop into the other side. Exhaling the hands where the shoulders will be stacked. So wherever the hands fall, stack the shoulders. Engage those abdominal muscles and start to squeeze elbows and start to find lift in the left leg. Again, if you have a challenge in the wrist, come out a little early. And then release back to center, chair pose. Fold forward. Breathe 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lengthen. Bend the knees, chair pose, and stand tall. Roll the shoulders, maybe roll the wrist. Maybe another area needs rolling, maybe your hip or your back. Breathe 2. One. Flying pigeon. If you want to practice against the wall, or you want to practice yogi squat to crow pose, that's another arm balance. You can practice on the fingertips. Your wrists have gotten to the point where you feel strong enough. Look forward, don't look down. Plant the hands in front of you, but in front, look forward, engage those knees up toward the shoulders, lengthen, and start to shift weight, and then release down when you're ready. Another way to practice. Or you can hold that, jumping back, move through vinyasa, and practice again. No more than 3 times or so, looking forward, and breathe through that. Or flying pigeon, exhaling the right ankle, right heel, right ankle into the left hip crease. So you can go against a wall and have the hands on the wall if you're still practicing this alignment here, where your balance is wonky. So check in with body engagements. Right ankle, left hip crease. Sort of press that right knee down. Exhale, start to fold forward, keeping this alignment here. Hands to the ground, near a foot in front of the shoulders. Again, I'm practicing my wrist movement here. If you're ready to move toward flying pigeon, you'll start to connect that right knee to the back of the right elbow after you release those hands down. Gazing forward, squeeze the elbows together. Connect that right elbow to the back of the right elbow. Right knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow. And the left leg will go straight. Look forward. Maybe the head drops down to headstand to really work out the legs, the hips. Start to lift that left leg in the air. If you want to fly your pigeon today, engage body locks, intercostal muscles, and start to extend that left leg. maybe lower down and move through vinyasa. Don't slip on your mat. Or do exhale, child's pose if you have a wrist challenge, roll out the wrist, or downward facing dog for a little more engagement. You can add core work in your down dog by bringing the right knee toward the right ankle. Breathe. 4. I'm going to roll out my wrist. If you're doing core work on the right, take a couple more movements. Exhaling the left knee toward left elbow. A few times on that side of the body. I'm doing extra wrist movements so that I don't cause more injury later. Good. If you're doing core work or taking your moment, exhale back, meet in down dog. Step, walk, or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose. And exhale, mountain pose. Other side, find your point of gaze in front of you. And start to slowly shift the weight into the other foot. Finding that balance, connecting the left ankle into the right hip crease. Wee! Good. So one side of the body might be really different. That's okay. Just breathe through each moment. My contacts are fogging up. And my balance is off. So take a moment, focus your gaze not on me, because I'm moving too much. And as you're ready to fold, maybe you fold on this side, the hands go all the way down, maybe they come to a block. Work with each side. Any differences that pop up. Maybe you chose to fly your pigeon on one side, hands flat to the ground, engage elbows toward each other, bending, bringing that right knee toward the right elbow. Left knee, left elbow, gaze forward. Then drop the head down, headstand, and start to connect, bend that right ankle. If you fly in, go ahead, try to fly on one side, the other. Maybe add some core work. Inhale. Exhale. Go both sides. And release to the hands and knees. Roll the shoulder, roll the wrist. Good. Hands down. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Practice this wrist movement again. Step, walk, or hop, or you can start to do the motion where the hip is pulling up, kind of like a train. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale. You get it. All the way forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. Turn to one side of your mat. Feet about 4 feet apart. Well, three or so. Wide leg forward fold. Exhale, hands dips. If you want to practice an inversion, you can turn around and face a wall. And perhaps this is your day to kick up. Or you can skip that option today. Don't try it free in the middle of the room the first time. Trust me. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Release the hands to the ground. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, maybe a little more fold. Try to maintain equal weight in the feet and the breath. If you want to practice a forearm stand here and have your back against the wall, that's the best way if you are, or one of the better options if you're just learning how to kick up. Otherwise, if you're in the middle of the room and you have tripod stand, start to shift the weight into the hands, or maybe you're against the wall with the forearms. Squeeze the elbows together. Start to find your little bit of lift. If you want more challenge, hover the toes right above your mat, but don't collapse the spine. Inhale up. Exhale down, hover, inhale up, exhale down, hover, inhale, don't collapse, engage the belly button, maybe go all the way up, feet together, feet flexed, inhale, pull the pelvis up. Hold that for as long as you like. Practice any options or variations, or always listen to your body if you need to roll out the wrist or the head while you're not balancing on it. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the feet. Inhale, flat back. Hands to hips. Inhale, rise up. Heels in, toes out. Exhale, hands to cactus arms. Start to find stretches through the feet. So into the toes, widening the feet, stretching, finding good movement. Not extending this too far forward or back, trying to press the hip open as well. Hands where they're comfortable, and then do the other side. If you want a little more challenge or engagement today, you can do both feet with cactus arms. Sinking down, engage the body locks. Breathe 4. Press those knees back. Engage, tuck the pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Drop one heel. Drop the other. Inhale, rise up. Turn the feet parallel. Top of your mat. Breathe for 4. Mountain pose. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Plant the hands. Step back. Vinyasa, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog for a side plank. Exhale. Shift onto the outside of the right foot, inside of the left, and stack the shoulder. Right shoulder over, under the left. Over the left. Oh, darn. Side plank on the left first. Other arm in the air. Breathe. Lift the hips. Engage belly button, engage ribs. Pelvic floor. Breathe. 3. If you have a wrist challenge, alternate back and forth, like I'm going to do. 2, 1, and then hold the other side or alternate when you're ready. Engage everything and follow ease of breath. You can also practice fingertips here. Inhale. A little more challenge. Not much, but some days it really is much. Go lower down onto forearms when you come back to center. Hold. 3, tuck the pelvis. Pull the spine forward. 2, 1, lift the left leg off the ground. Hover. 3, 2, release, other side. Right foot. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Release down. Drop the knees if you like. Lower all the way down. Head to the right. Let the shoulders melt down. Acknowledge that the breath has quickened and rebalance. Or stay where you are if it's nice and smooth. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Check in with your wrist. Maybe open and close the hands. Inhale, forehead to the mat. Zip the legs together. Engage the belly button. Engage all the body locks. Tops of the hands pull back and down, push down. Inhale, lift the crown of the head, maybe lift the feet and pull in opposite directions. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, head to the left. Neutralize the hips, left to right. Inhale, back to center. Zip the legs together. Engage, inhale, lift. Choose your option with your back bend. Maybe you bring the hands under the shoulders, scoot them back. No weight in the hands, just lifting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And exhale, press back, child's pose or hero, sitting on the ankles. If the knees are not able to bend back right now, maybe later, keep the hips lifted for puppy pose. Roll out the wrist. Breathe. 3, 2. Maybe rub the forehead if you're in puppy pose. 2, 1. Inhale, rise up, hands and knees, grab your blocks. If you feel like your arms are long enough or you're already solid with this transition, don't use the blocks. Cross your feet. Bring the blocks on the outside of each hip. Exhale, round through the spine, engage the belly button, and send the legs through. Or you can hold and hover, more engagement. Lower down. Staff pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Flat back on your inhale. Shoulders back and down. Strengthen the spine. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. And rock back, boat pose. Had a little bit extra, so I'm gonna go a little light on my boat pose today, listening to all the other aspects of yoga. Breathe. 2, 1. Release the feet. Maybe windshield wiper. The knees, the legs. Rock back, second boat pose. Maybe you feel like extending the legs or the arms. Maybe you don't. Breathe. Drop it low. Breathe. 2. Maybe scissor the legs back and forth. Or you can go top to bottom. Play around with where you are each day. Steady breath. Release the feet. Windshield wiper the legs, the knees. Rock back, last boat pose. Maybe straighten the legs. If you straighten the legs and you're breathing like this, no. It's a different class. Or, it's your practice. So, breathe. 3, 2, 1. Cross the right ankle over the left. If you're using blocks, use blocks. Or you can cross the ankles, hands in front of the hips. Inhale, engage the belly button, lift. Fingertips. Exhale, release. Rock back. Hold boat pose. 3, 2. Hold your boat pose. 1. Cross the left ankle over the right. Tuck the feet. Plant the hands. Inhale, lift. Engage the belly button. Release. Switch the cross. Hold a boat pose. Last lift. Right ankle over left. Hands in front of hips. Inhale, lift. And then we're going to send the feet back. Exhale. Lower down. Inhale. If you want to hop through, exhale. Engage the belly button. Maybe hop through. Maybe walk through. Shoot, maybe put your feet down and slide through. or sit to the side. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Choose your favorite option if you practiced for a while or a couple times and you know you like twisting a certain way. Otherwise, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine up. Exhale, twist. Flex through that extended foot. Inhale, lengthen. Play around with taking weight out of the back hand if you want to bind. Bring the right hand toward the left hip crease or taking that gaze over the right shoulder. 2. 1, other side. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Engage the belly button. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe twist. Or maybe look over the shoulder or work to that bind. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to center. And take the legs for a straddle position. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands in front of you. You want more challenge today? Continue to find a wave. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, quick stand. Start to lower forward. Flat back, toes up. You can use momentum if you're working toward another pose, another asana. You can rock back, find balance, or even put the feet over the head if that's in your practice. Breathe for 2. You can practice that hand and wrist and finger stretch here. Lengthen, the hands kind of pull, the fingertips go forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, rock back, find balance. The sit bones, grab the ankles, the big toes. Find your balance, straight spine, engage. Body locks, 1, 2, 3. If you want more challenge, you can drop down and rock back up. Just be careful if you're on wood floors with your heels. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, rock back. Tap the toes to the hands. Slowly release them back down. Again, exhale, rock back, tap toes to hands. Slowly lower down. Toes to hands. Again, exhale. Toes to hands. And release down, fold. Inhale, rock back, feet together. Knees squeezing, last boat pose. Breathe, 3, 2, sink your boat slowly. 1, lower all the way down, hug the knees to the chest. You want more challenge, you can rock forward and back. Cross the ankles and hop through vinyasa. Inhale, exhale, rock forward, plant the hands. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale down, dog. Exhale, shift, lower down, exhale, inhale up. Exhale, cross the ankles, sit back, extend the legs, lower down. Whatever modification you like. I like to hover my legs, my feet, drop an elbow, elbow, lower down, point the toes, stretch the arms, hover the arms, pull. 3, maybe scissor the legs up and down or one on top of the other. If you have a curve in the spine, release this whenever it's uncomfortable or rock the pelvis and bring the knees into the chest. And when you're ready, everybody, knees to chest. Happy baby. One leg and the other. You can straighten the legs, side to side, massage the back. Breathe. 5. If you want to work toward a more challenging position, bring that knee toward the shoulder. Exhale. Trying to hug it back, back in line. Maybe you're moving that right elbow on the inside, slowly shifting it around the head, and doing both at the same time. Breathe. 4. And take as long as you like working with each pose. You can always catch up or talk to your fancy phone and say pause. I don't know. 2. If you have a back challenge, be mindful when you're rounding, not to over round. And 1, exhale, release the legs. Windshield wiper the knees. If you want another vinyasa, exhale, cross the legs, hop back, lower down, exhale, inhale. And exhale, cross the legs. Hopping through, round, lower down. And choose your final pose. If you want to work on another inversion, not weight bearing on the wrist, you can shift your mat to the wall so you have a little grip. A block is a good way to measure this. We've inverted several times, and if you want to skip this one, that's okay. It's always okay to skip a pose. This is about the distance you'll be. Forearms to the ground, fingertips near the wall. Curl the toes, gaze forward, hands flat, fingers wide. Curl the toes and start to look forward and kick the legs up. Exhale. Lower down. Maybe try a couple times. Exhale, look forward. Engage the belly button. Lower all the way down. And find your rest. Maybe you want to turn around and use the wall for legs up the wall. That's really good in the mornings and night. So you can shift your weight around, send the legs up the wall, or find just a fully relaxed, rested pose, wherever that is. Let the eyes close and soften. Check in with any final movements. Maybe rolling the wrists, the ankles. Maybe you'll have a 30-second resting pose. Take as long as you have. Sometimes our power yoga or flow and go classes need to be shorter, and that's okay. Maybe check the neck. Or even some days where you're not exploring complete stillness of the body. Well, not complete, we don't mind to be completely still, but other aspects you can bring in. Rub massage the forehead, the eyebrows, even the neck. Enjoy your rest, whatever that looks like today. And have a wonderful rest of your day or evening.